Hi guys, I'm back with the review on the GOME U7. So this is still on sale. It's been on sale for a week, probably even longer than that. I think it's in like a permanent sale. £69.22. So obviously it used to retail at £110, and I think there's probably a reason why it is on a permanent sale at the moment. So if we jump straight into battery life, it's got a 3050 milliamp battery, and battery life performance is poor. It's probably get you half a day. I got around 4 hours at best sort of screen on time, which it was going to be expected anyway. It's got Android 7.1, software not properly optimized, I'd imagine, but that's not a real surprise. So for £69, you are getting a well-designed and well-built smartphone, front and rear glass, which seems to be quite hard wearing because I haven't noticed any scratches or marks anywhere on the back or even the body. It's got a solid metal frame with a smart gold sort of bronze trim around there as well, and around the back of the camera as well. It's got USB Type-C. You should expect slightly faster charging speeds and data transfer rate as well if you're plugging it into your PC. I think the buttons are really built quite nice. The tactile textured power button as well. There is a rattle though in there. That's a slightly little downside there. So there's a tiny rattle on the buttons. Be pleased to know that GPS works really well and is super accurate. Using it through the week, travelling to and from work, had no problems at all. The only issues I did have was low battery life, because at that point in the day it was very, very low. So that was my main worry. But luckily it held out until I got home. Okay, let's talk about the bands. So let's go back straight to the LTE bands. So we've got band 1, 3, 5, 7 and 8. Now band 20 is not there, which normally in the UK band 20 covers a lot of the LTE range. And if I turn my Wi-Fi off, I do have 4G signal here, just about, but it's not as strong as it would be with band 20. So there is 4G coverage, but when I go into working into maybe bigger cities, more built-up areas, the 4G signal just goes straight up. But if you're out in the sticks a little bit, then the 4G signal may be a little bit low. So these are the other bands. It's got band 34, 38 to 41. And then for North American cellular bands, band 0 and band 1. General performance of the phone, it's got an octa-core processor, 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage, all for £70, which is really, really good. And general performance is great. Navigating through the phone, opening applications and stuff like that, it's not really been any trouble at all, really. If you click the card in the top right hand corner, that is my gaming review I did on the GOME U7 a few days ago. Again, I played Asphalt 9 and PUBG as I normally do. I had to put them in low settings to really get the best performance out of there, but it performed quite well. Again, for £70, you can't grumble. So for £70, you also get the iris scanner, which doesn't really work that well. It's a little bit hit and miss, to be honest. If it's too bright outside, it won't work at all. It seems to work better in slightly darker environments, I've noticed. But it's very hit and miss. I haven't really used it, so I've just been sticking with the fingerprint sensor at the back. Shame.
Just like the jump things that have an actual size.
Ah, did it?
Jump right over here.
Go again. I think it's too much light there. Yeah, too bright it was there. But there are at times where the fingerprint sensor won't work. It did then. It did then as well. And with the ridge being quite small, it's quite difficult to pick up the fingerprint sensor as well. I'd say 7-8 times out of 10 it will unlock. Sometimes it will give you the error where it says you've been too many attempts to unlock the phone. And this big red dot there, that is for the iris scanner, the iris recognition. If I turn that on, there you go, it's gone red now, look. So the iris scanner is kicked in. So the next focal point on the smartphone, or any smartphone, is the camera. It's got dual front-facing camera and the rear-facing camera. Now the dual front-facing camera, which we found out on the unboxing video, bokeh mode does not work at all. It does sort of blurs random places, like my eyes were blurred out in some of the pictures. I tried open camera as well. Some people said they managed to get better results. I personally didn't really see the difference, to be honest. You can have 4K front-facing video. So this is the 4K front-facing camera. This is using the open camera app as well. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. What do you guys think? £70 smartphone. Not bad, is it? You alright? Yeah. But again, I don't think the quality was that great. On the whole, the camera, it isn't that great. But the dynamic range wasn't too bad. I took some photos outside of the clouds, the sky. You can get some alright shots with this if you're really careful and you really plan it well. And you have a steady hand. With slight movements, shutter speeds being slow, and quite a poor camera, you do get a lot of blur effects, especially around the edges of the picture as well, and with people moving. But here are some remaining clips and a few pictures of what were captured with the GOME U7.
Whose is it then?
This is what I'm testing.
Oh.
I'm testing this one.
Wait.
It's good, isn't it? It's alright.
Yeah.
This side, why don't you look around?
Video.
Like where the water and stuff
Front-facing
is,
camera on the GOME U7.
Oh, ooh, okay, so let's use this.
Let's go darker.
What are these jumpy things?
Use those to find rings.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, I didn't jump as high.
Come on, Colby. Race. Go, go, go. This is 1080p footage. What a day. It's lovely today. This is 4K with the open camera app. I've enabled the stabilization. So I'll look around here. 4K stabilization. So let me run. That's me running. Now I'm going to switch to the normal camera software, 4K as well. Okay, so now 4K electric image stabilization is on. This is without the open camera app. Stabilization, I'm slowly moving it, you can see it is working. Let's do a little jog. Okay, let me know which one you think's better, the open camera app or the software that's built in already. Some close up of some flowers then.
Daddy,
Yeah,
what's this blue thing for?
to hold your drink, I think. NFC, I haven't tested NFC unfortunately. It's not something that I really use that much, but I know a lot of people do. Let's download Google Pay. So this is my 4G connection now. Look, it's only a 9 meg file. I mean, that wasn't too bad. Should install pretty quickly. There we go. I should see if it's compatible or not, because sometimes the application doesn't work with some NFC smartphones. GPay. Okay. So it's saying I've got my card already set up on my Google account. But yeah, on previous smartphones when I tested NFC before, you get an error saying it's not compatible or working. So I'm going to stick my neck out and say Google Pay service will work on the GOME U7. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. It's just a quick review, because I think a lot of people in the comments as well could tell that yes, it is a cheap budget smartphone, and yes, you get what you pay for. But I do definitely recommend it for if you want it for your kids, or if it's like a backup phone, because it makes and receive calls absolutely fine. You can send messages absolutely fine. You can browse the net. You can watch videos, YouTube. You can game on it absolutely fine without no problems at all. Camera lets it down. Battery performance lets it down. And that's about it, really. I mean, it's just the battery and the camera where it might swing it for you. You know, you might not want to have it if the camera isn't great or if battery performance isn't great. To me, it doesn't matter. The iris scanner doesn't work that well. Fingerprint sensor is a little bit hit and miss as well. But on the whole, it does its job as a smartphone. Right. One thing I do want to let you know is that this is an AC Wi-Fi adapter with inside. So I've set up a 5 gigahertz. All right. I've set up a 5 gigahertz SSID on the router at home. So this is that's 2.4 gigahertz frequencies, and that's 5 gigahertz to separate some of the frequency traffic. But yeah, this has AC Wi-Fi, so that's a good plus, and it works really well. It's got voice over LTE as well. You can just see at the top. So there is a lot of things going for it. If you're in, with a budget, people might say, yeah, I could probably get a much better phone for extra 50 quid. But there's people out there who can't afford that. And there's people out there who will spend £69 on this and it will leave them short. And there's some people who can't really afford that money. But if you are on a budget, this is a great backup phone, or for kids, or for someone who's just starting out using a smartphone. But yeah, that's my review and honest opinions on the GOME U7. Links in the description below if you want to purchase it. I'm imagining it's going to be on sale forever. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.